Welcome to an essential conversation about the future of nursing and the critical role of artificial intelligence. To truly harness AI's potential, we must adopt a holistic perspective, a concept central to integrated research. This approach advocates for embedding ethical, social, legal, and other aspects into technological development right from the start and throughout the entire process. It fosters inter- and transdisciplinary collaboration, bringing together technical experts with those in ethics, law, and social sciences, as well as users and practitioners. The goal is to design technology that is human-centered, promoting well-being, equity, and participation, and ultimately viewing AI and other emerging technologies not just as technical innovations, but as a complex socio-technical ensemble. One contribution among humanity's rich technology reflection and innovation assessment tradition that should be considered in the spirit of the integrated research mode while shaping technology futures is a nuanced understanding of metaphors. At the heart of how we understand and shape technology, especially AI, lies an often overlooked dynamic of powerful and competing metaphors. For most, metaphors are but poetic devices, but in reality, they are fundamental to our everyday thought, language, and action. Our entire conceptual system is largely metaphorical. A metaphor works by taking meaning from a source domain, something familiar, and applying it to a target domain, something we want to understand or understand differently. And this process provides a coherent structure to our experience and enables us to make inferences. However, this has a crucial side effect. While metaphors highlight certain aspects, they inevitably hide others. Some aspects are transferred to the target domain and thereby highlighted in the target domain, while others within the target domain are hidden by the very process. Take, for instance, the widely used metaphors: humans are machines and the brain is a computer. These are examples of technomorphic views of human, where technical concepts are applied to humans. When we conceptualize the brain as a computer or the mind as a machine, we highlight aspects like efficiency, logical processing, and predictable functions, or the idea of having an on-off state, a level of efficiency, a productive capacity, an internal mechanism, or source of energy, and an operating condition, stuff like that. But this metaphorical framing can obscure crucial aspects. It hides the fact that the analogy or the metaphor based on this analogy between the brain and the computer does not rest on scientific foundations, not at all. It also neglects human attributes like emotions, free will, consciousness, social context, cultural or biographic situatedness, and the messy, often irrational aspects of human experience. This can lead to a dehumanization and uncritical thinking, especially in the nursing system, if the metaphors are used without deeper reflection. In fields like technology and policy, where decisions profoundly impact lives, metaphors are even more critical as they can constrain our actions and even lead to human degradation if used uncritically. Now, let's explore some specific metaphors used to describe AI in nursing and consider what they reveal and what they conceal. First, AI as a supporter or helper. This is perhaps the most pervasive metaphor. We hear about AI systems helping to monitor symptoms, estimate life expectancy, and reduce administrative burden, promising to help and relieve stressed and understaffed healthcare professionals. The idea is that digital applications can relieve medical and nursing staff, resulting in less work for them. Let's consider a second metaphor. AI as a social actor in roles like companion, friends, partners, or buddies. This metaphor emphasizes the ability of AI systems, particularly social robots, to somehow mimic human interaction and communication, acting in roles like a companion or friend. Social robots are designed to establish a relationship with people, interact with them, and communicate. They are even intended to react empathetically through language and facial expressions and to try to build a personal bond. This draws on concepts where an instrument is a companion, as seen in the word with, indicating both instrumentality and accompaniment. Working with a robot can then indicate instrumentality or cooperation, like in the sense of working with a hammer as an instrument or working with a colleague, like in cooperation. Such social actor AI systems can be perceived as a further colleague in a team or as an excellently informed individual. These metaphors, while helpful for initial understanding, carry significant implications and potential for misunderstanding. Let's consider the supporter-helper metaphor. It often creates unrealistic expectations. While promising to reduce workload, the introduction of AI-powered systems frequently leads to more work initially, requiring training, adaptation, and ongoing maintenance. Social robots, for example, have been described by staff as requiring a lot of care themselves, rather than offering direct relief. So the word care robot, as of today, is better understood as a robot requiring care, with careful instructions, help to bypass an obstacle or reconnect to charging stations, basic maintenance, etc., than it would be understood as a robot providing care for others in need. In short, a care robot today needs more care than it gives. The social actor metaphor can create a false impression of social and emotional interaction. While residents in studies with robots like Naval showed fascination and tendencies towards anthropomorphization and emotional bonding, they still perceived it as an unanimated figure. A robot's ability to address people by name, remember conversations, or use flattering language is a programmed function, not genuine empathy or social understanding. This implies a risk that human relationships could be replaced by superficial interactions or that unmet expectations lead to disappointment. This also touches on the concern of dehumanization in care, as technology might replace meaningful human connection with superficial programmed responses. More broadly, unexamined metaphors can contribute to dehumanization in care, perpetuate stereotypes about older people, and exacerbate the feeling among nursing professionals of being externally dominated. For AI to truly serve, we must move beyond implicit, often strategic, metaphorical framings and engage in explicit reflection on what meanings are being transferred and what essential differences are being hidden. We need the great potential of metaphors to make sense of new phenomena and to make new sense of old ones. We need this linguistic and cognitive technique to highlight different meanings in entities like AI systems or care robots. But we need to do so being fully aware of the hiding effects that come with the highlighting benefits. Metaphors are powerful tools for understanding new phenomena like AI, but they are not neutral. They shape our perceptions, influence our decisions, and define our future. For international nursing professionals and policymakers, it is crucial to cultivate a critical awareness of these linguistic and conceptual constructs. By doing so, we can ensure that AI development and implementation are truly problem-oriented, ethically informed, and ultimately enhance human well-being in nursing rather than introduce unintended risks or perpetuate misunderstandings. Integrated research can help with that mission. To deepen your understanding and engage in reflective technology design, we invite you to explore the work of the program Transformative Philosophy and the Integrated Research Initiative. Learn more about these programs and frameworks and research modes at Transformative Philosophy, website here, and Integrated Research that you can find here. Thank you for joining this vital discussion. Let's work together to thoughtfully shape the digital future of nursing and beyond.